I'm Jack Moranitz and I'm a woodblock printmaker. This video is the start of a series covering the production of a new print. In the series, I want to show as much of the process as I can, including all aspects of design, carving, and printing. Because it's a large print, I plan to have a lot of footage, so I'll do my best to include all of that in these videos. I hope you enjoy part 1 of this series. My prints typically start as a rough sketch in a notebook, but they get progressively more and more refined. The footage in this time-lapse shows a full-size sketch using a felt tip marker. I also like to do some sort of color mock-up. This allows me to figure out how many blocks I'll need and what the color blocks will look like. In this case, I used colored pencils on a photocopy of the drawing. With this print, for the first time, I decided to use a drawing software. I used a Wacom tablet along with the free application Krita in order to get some lines that looked more like brushwork rather than just my normal simple line work. I actually really liked the workflow of this, and I can see myself using it more in the future. I also had a fun time doing the color mock-up in this software. Each layer represents one carved block. I planned this drawing out such that this printed copy is the exact dimensions of the final woodblock print. Now I'm just measuring and cutting out the margins so that when I glue it down to the block, everything is adjusted accordingly. I just used a blank sheet of paper to mark the edges of my registration marks. There are much better ways to carve out these registration marks, but so far I haven't had any troubles with it. It usually takes me about 5 minutes for this step. Next, I add rice paste to the block and glue down the drawing, which has margins cut to the right dimension. Usually I let the block dry a couple hours before this step. This one is a little bit tedious, and there's better papers to use, but I'm actually just using printer paper here, so it takes me a bit of time. The goal is to see the drawing clearly enough to carve, but not go too far as to risk peeling the paper completely off. Another thing I want to mention is that these cherry plywood blocks are also homemade. I did a video about that, so if you're interested, check it out. Now that the design is pasted down, I will start working on the key block carving. That will be the main subject of the next video. If you aren't subscribed, please consider doing so that you see my next uploads. Also, I always appreciate comments, so please let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.